We're here with Umberto Molineris from Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli. You are trimming on the port side today. With wind from the east, northeast, it was quite inconsistent. Can you break down the day for us?
Yeah, different scenario today. We started the day with light wind, tricky condition, then the wind picked up pretty quick, and then we had 10 to 12 knots with shifty breeze, and yeah, with a bit of chops, and yes, so really interesting day, tricky condition to sail, and very interesting.
So you had a new mainsail today. Can you tell us what's different about this?
Yeah, well, today it's we carried our second mainsail. Yeah, it's a little different. Obviously, we're trying different kind of main, different setup, and yeah, I think as the first day we're really happy, and let's see in the next days.
Is it a light wind mainsail?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, for sure it's a bit more powerful mainsail, but I think we're trying to take whatever we can with all the controls, and but yeah, definitely.
So this morning, for a brief moment, we thought we saw some testing of some hardware in the mainsail head. Have you got something other than the inflatable in the head of the sail?
I think, well, by rule, we're compared to last cap, we're way more. We can do way less than in the past cycle. So no, we have nothing more, just what the rules allow us.
And you had the J2 up for most of the day. How effective was this sail plan?
Yeah, I think we started the day with the bigger code with the J1, then we move quickly into the J2. Obviously the breeze was picked up to 12, 13 knots, and I think the J2 was the correct sail.
And the shrouds have looked fairly loose on the leeward sides over the last days. We've noticed you've been playing around with the position of the weight on the shrouds. What have you learned from this?
Yeah, we also, different main, and they're loading the mast in a different way, bending, side bend, and obviously we're also playing with a different dock tune, and for sure, yeah, I think you noticed that the leeward shrouds were a bit more loose, and yeah, but we're also playing with different damper for the vibration of the shrouds, and that's it, yeah.
Umberto, puoi fare un riassunto della giornata per i tifosi?
Sì, oggi è un'altra bellissima giornata qui a Barcellona, condizioni diverse dalle ultime uscite. Un vento inizialmente abbastanza leggero, poi 10-12 nodi, abbastanza instabile, però condizioni un po' difficili, quindi molto interessanti su cui allenarsi.
Umberto, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Foil trimmer. Nicholas, can you break down the day for us?
So yeah, today was a pretty good day for us. We went out expecting a little bit less breeze, so we put the J1 up, did a few takeoffs, went for our ram up, then the breeze picked up, switched to J2, J3, and went into pre-starts with the AC40 like the previous day, so it was pretty good.
So in the first part we saw lots of straight line. What was the focus there now?
So yeah, it was we only tried our J1 once, so we went for a bit of straight line with it to have a better feel, and then same for the J2, our J2, squeeze every bit of performance we can from the boat, try to understand it better. That was our main focus.
You're obviously switching between port and starboard, considering the tiny difference between the foils. How big are those in the trimming?
Trimming-wise, it's very hard to feel the difference, and for that we need to spend a lot of days looking at the data and spending hours in the water to make sure we're taking the good conclusion and matching what we feel on the boat and what we see on the numbers.
And when you're not foil trimming, I suppose you're mainsail trim?
Yes, correct. Trimming the sails in general.
Just mainsail or also jib?
I can do both.
So you split your roles between the helm doing the trim on the jib and you doing the main?
Yeah, like I think yesterday Max said, we are able to do a lot of everything. and we're gonna see what configuration we're gonna use. But trying everything at the moment.
Where do you place yourself compared to the other competitors, which obviously seen on the water, they look pretty strong?
Yeah, I think I think we're in the boat park. The whole team's looking strong. Every day we spend out there, we're sharpening our tools. And today we had a chance to do a cross with Luna Rossa. It seems like we had a good little downwind there. I mean, it's really hard to say anything yet.
Of course. You practice, you said, a series of pre-starts. How hard was to keep the boat on the foils doing full circles?
Yeah, you know, like the 40 is able to turn very quick, so for us it's a big challenge to make our big bus turn as fast as the 40. But I mean, overall, very good feelings. Very surprised how the boat behaves. I mean, you've seen it. The boat is going good on those pre-starts, and it's so good to sail with it.
On the strategies during the pre-starts, are you practicing specific drills? How big is the box you're training in?
So yeah, we're playing a bit around the box size. Obviously, we don't really know what's going to happen for the cup, but we're trying every little possibilities we're thinking of. And yeah, different drills, circling, straight line, only one maneuver. I mean, everything that we can try.
Thank you for your time, Nick.
Thank you.
Anderson Reggio, you're part of the performance management team here at American Magic. I have to say, from a recon point of view, it's a pretty unpleasant day on the water. The sea state was horrible.
Yeah.
How did you find it on the chase boat?
You know, on those days, it's definitely more pleasant on the sailboat than the chase boats for sure. You know, we put a good test of all of our equipment and all our antennas on top, holding steady in a sea state like that. Yeah, it was, 0.6 of a meter, maybe a little bit, pushing a meter at times, but very choppy out there today.
So yesterday you had a reasonably big crash, broke quite a lot of stuff on the boat, filled it up with water, and yet you're back out on the water today. Was it an all-nighter?
No, it actually wasn't. We filled it up with water, sure, but it was fortunately in areas where there wasn't much to worry about. You guys saw us get the crash bump out yesterday, which brought back flashbacks for some of us to Auckland. But we were just sucking a lot of water out of an area in the bow that just doesn't have anything we need to worry about in there. So it's pretty easy to get back on the water today.
Let me jump back to something we spotted yesterday. You had a camera on the starboard foil. We haven't seen that, I don't think, on Patriot while we've been reconning. What were you looking at specifically?
Just the same thing that any of the other teams are looking at when they stick cameras on their foils. You're looking at cavitation, ventilation, making sure that the section shape is doing what you want it to do. We've had those on and off a few times now.
Today there was lots and lots and lots of straight line sailing. When I look at the tracker, it's just a big square that we did.
Yeah.
30, 40 minutes of sailing. Obviously, that's testing. That's not just for the sailors, right?
Yeah, no, it's more straight line testing stuff. It's what we in-house refer to as our diamond drill. We've got our recipe of drills that we can run depending on what it is we're trying to learn on a day. And for what we had on the block for choppy sea state in those sort of 10 to almost 16 knot conditions at the end there, for that menu for today, the diamond drill worked perfectly for us. So we did that on repeat a couple times.
And you were using the J21 head sail, probably over range for a large part of the day, was it?
Towards the end of the day, for sure, no question of that. But I'm pretty sure you saw what happened to our J3 yesterday. So, that guy's not going to be online today. She'll be back online in a couple days.
And the same with the J4, yeah?
Yeah, the J4 actually was ready to go. We had that ready to go today, no problems.
Okay. We did see another little splashdown. Well, I don't know whether it's a little one. We were a fair distance away, but a splashdown after a jibe, which seemed to end the day. Another broken fairing. What happened there?
No, I don't think we broke any of the fairings on board there. No, we just had a little trip up, and the guys were worried about a little something with the rudder, but I don't think it's anything really significant. So it was just out of an abundance of caution after yesterday to just call it and say, we're done. We got what we needed out of it today.
Perfect. Thanks, Anderson.
No problem, guys.